One of our wildest adaptations is one that was born simply out of a need to not drown. It's an adaptation that is not unique to humans, but one that humans have learned to manipulate for incredible athletic purposes. In 2007, a freediver reached a depth of 214 meters, holding his breath for longer than 3 minutes while he plunged deep into the ocean. The record for stationary breath holding is perhaps even more incredible, a full 24 and a half minutes without any air. Freedivers like this are making use of the mammalian dive reflex, a set of physiological changes that take place in the body in response to a mammal being submerged in water and holding its breath, whether that's done voluntarily or not. The dive reflex in humans begins when you submerge yourself, specifically your face, in cold water while holding your breath. The cold water triggers the trigeminal nerve to send signals to the brainstem to initiate the survival response. First, the heart almost immediately enters bradycardia, a dramatically slowed rhythm. Then, the capillaries in the fingers, toes, hands, and feet constrict, and blood flow is directed to the brain and heart. As the oxygen level in the lungs drops more and more, carotid bodies send out even more signals to the brainstem to further constrict blood flow in the extremities in order to save it for vital organs. In a life or death situation, this response can keep enough oxygen flowing to the organs that need it most to keep you from dying. But there's even more happening with our organs. The spleen, which helps filter blood, also controls the level of red blood cells, white blood cells, and platelets circulating our bodies. When humans go underwater, the spleen responds by contracting to squeeze out a burst of oxygen-carrying red blood cells. This is another important survival mechanism. However, when you compare the spleen sizes of different populations in the world, you start to see that humans have taken this don't die mechanism and turned it into a badass ocean superpower. Take the Bajau people, for example, who live around Indonesia, the Philippines, and Malaysia. They survive by collecting shellfish off the seafloor and are known for their extraordinary ability to hold their breath. They dive repeatedly for about 8 hours a day to depths of over 70 meters for several minutes at a time. Compared to nearby non-diving populations, the Bajau have spleens that are 50% larger. And this anatomical quirk isn't just a consequence of repeated diving.